Hello, chickies. Welcome. We're not in the most bookish location right now, but I wanted to be comfy for this video and I needed to get it done because, believe it or not, it is the 20th of August. And you're asking yourself, why are we filming a TBR on the 20th of August when there are only 11 days left? That is an excellent question. I have been doing other creative things like editing my July videos and doing a little bit of editing of my first novel and thinking of all the things for future novels. It's been fun, but it's not conducive to reading all my TBR. So we're going to focus on that within the next 11 or so days. We're going to do this, okay? We're going to achieve something even though we're getting a very, very, very late start to it. I've already got several books that I've chosen for my TBR, so we'll go through them first. First up, we actually have my audiobook choice for this month, and it is Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands. I did read Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it, and I liked the weird dynamic, and I still remember it. So I thought I'd give number 2 a read as well, or a listen. So it was first on my list. Last month I read the first book in the Hall of Blood and Mercy series by K.M. Shea. That was Magic Forged, and so I'm just continuing on with it this month with book 2, which is Magic Redeemed. While it's fresh in my mind, I thought I would continue on with this series rather than wait for the spin wheel or jar to decide it again. For the same reason, we're going to be continuing on with the Deltora Quest 3 Dragons of Deltora books. And so the second part is actually Shadowgate. Then we also have with Chronicles of Narnia, we have book 3, which is going to be The Horse and His Boy is next in the Narnia series. So we'll add that to the list. Then we have John Flanagan's Ranger's Apprentice series. And so we have The Burning Bridge, which is book 2. So together those next in the series and my audiobook would bring 5 books on the list. And as I said last time, I'm trying to get 13 books a month. I'll probably fail at that, but that means we have another 8 books to choose for the TBR. Since it is so late in the month, I'm probably just going to spin wheel it up again. I hate to repeat ideas, but honestly, it's all we have at the moment. If it happens to land on one I've already read, I'll just remove it and you won't see it probably because I'll edit it out. Alright, book number 6. Let's go. Spinny spin. Let's see. Alright, our first book for this spin wheel section is going to be Billabong. I believe the first book in the Billabong series is The Little Bushmaid. When I'm gathering books, I'll show you that. So, done. Alright, next. Narnia, which we already have, but I need to write these down, don't I? I need to somehow chronicle it. Chronicles of Narnia. So, number 7 was Narnia, so I'll just move on to the next Narnia book after The Boy and His Horse, whichever one that is. The dreaded non-fiction. I don't know what non-fiction I have, but we can look at it at least. Alright, next. Stepmother's Martian, which is a memoir. Love that series, so that's good. Alright, number 10. BookTube Popular. Next. Trixie Belden, my lovely dear. Love Trixie, so that's good. Love that choice for me. Love that for me. Numero 12. Laura Ingalls prequels. Nice. Can't remember which book we're up to. I think I'm up to Charlotte Years, but I could restart the series. I could start with Martha again, but I'll let you know when we get to the shelves. Numero 13. The Kindle Spindle. Alright, so I have to look for a Kindle book. So that's 13 books. And considering I've only finished one book, let's leave it at that. Alright, we can collect the books in this room first, I believe. So let's go. Okay, obviously I can't grab the first book, which is the audiobook, or the second book, which is a Kindle book, which is The Magic Redeemed by K.M. Shea. So we're going to grab the Deltora Quest. Mum must have put back this book. There we go. Alright, so there we go. Is going to be Shadowgate, the second one there. There's book 1. Then we have Narnia, which I believe we have 2 of. So let's see. Do they have a list in here? The Horse and His Boy, and then Prince Caspian. The Ranger's Apprentice. The Binding Bridge. Sorry, this camera work / grabbing books is not the greatest. There you go. So orange, my goodness. Non-fiction. Non-fiction. I might do this one, which I think is it's like a Christian book, I believe. We'll try and attempt to do this one then. And we go up here to a Stepmother's Mansion. Here we go. Then the other one that I know is Trixie Belden. Book 2. We're up to. I read book 1 in the Detective Penguin number 1 video. So we're up to number 2, the Red Trailer Mystery. For BookTube popular, I'm thinking it will be another Kindle book. I'm pretty sure. Kindle Unlimited. I'm trying to think of any books that I've seen on BookTube that I'm interested in. I mean, there's Quicksilver, which I haven't really heard much about other than people are reading. About the Lost Bookshop. So I have seen several people looking at the Lost Bookshop. I watch so many videos on BookTube, it's not even funny. So don't ask me who I've seen reading it, but I've seen people reading it, okay? And it's number 10 in Kindle store, number 1 historical fiction, magical realism, and literary criticism and theory. The Lost Bookshop as my BookTube popular book. And then for the Kindle choice, I'm going to just go with Chronicles of Elyria. For the Kindle Spindle choice, I'm going to choose Once I Knew by Victoria Lynn, I think, which I've already started last month, but we can cheat and put it in now. I think my nephew and mother are in the other bookshelf area, but we can go see. We need to grab the Billabong book and the Laura Ingalls prequel book. Turns out my nephew isn't here today. So let's see. It's all on the same bookshelf. Isn't that great? We have such so this is the Billabong series up to here. These are other ones by Mary Grant Bruce, but these are the main Billabong ones. So they're such old books, and you can't get them now, really. So A Little Bush Maid, the first. So we've got that one. Also have Pollyanna and all of those ones, and Heidi, Little Women. There's Mom's collection of Anne of Green Gables. What we're looking at is the prequels, which is, you know, loosely based on her family. So I think we'll actually go back to the beginning. Otherwise, I don't know where I'm up to up here. So we have a little house in the Highlands. Oh, cute. Mum's obviously that far through. Alright, we're back. Alright, we have all our books here. I mean, 12 of these books I haven't read yet. So, it's daunting, what can I say? Since I already discussed kind of my decision making, but we can still go through. Let me make a little room for the Kindle books. Okay, so first up, we have my audiobook, which I've already finished. Shh. My audiobook, which is Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands by Heather Fawcett. That one is. Then we have Magic Redeemed by K.M. Shea. It's the second book in the Hall of Blood and Mercy series. Then for number 3, we have Shadowgate, which is part of the Deltora Quest 3 Dragons of Deltora book collection by Emily Roeder. Then we have our first Narnia book of the month, which is The Horse and His Boy by C.S. Lewis, part of the Chronicles of Narnia series. Then we have John Flanagan's Ranger's Apprentice, The Burning Bridge, which is book 2. Then we go to Mary Grant Bruce with A Little Bush Maid. So that is number 6. Then we go back to Narnia for Prince Caspian, which will be a lot of fun to read about. From there, Adam Ramsey's Faithfully Present, which is our non-fiction choice. I don't have many non-fiction to choose from, and this was the least difficult thought-wise to think of. It was right there, so we chose that one. I don't know whether we will get through it all, but we can attempt to. Next we have A Stepmother's Mansion Volume 3. And it is illustrated by Orca, but the story is by Spice and Kitty. And it's always just so pretty and fun. Oh, I love that. You know that already though. Then we have our BookTube popular book, which I don't know how popular it is. It's not like it's been around for ages, but we have Evie Wood's The Lost Bookshop, which just seems my kind of cozy fantasy bookish vibes, to be honest. So we're going to give that a chance. And then we have Trixie Belden, The Red Trailer Mystery, which is book 2 in the series. I've been wanting to read more Trixie since I did the Detective Penguin video, so this is good fun. Little House in the Highlands, which is part of the Martha Years, which is prequels to Laura Ingalls Wilder, and it is written by Melissa Wiley. So there we go. And then last of all, for pick number 13, which was a Kindle Spindle, I'm just going to continue with the Chronicles of Alira series, and it's going to be Once I Knew. So there you go, that's our 13 books. I don't think we're going to get more than that this month. We're lucky if I finish that. This is excluding like half a dozen Kindle books. So there we go. So that's all for this TBR. As I say, it's almost end of August, so we'll see how successful that is. Tune back in for later wrap-ups and see how many I get through. But you know, I've started. I've got one down, technically. Tune in for more videos at the later date. If you're up for commenting, I would love to know what your TBR for this month is. And if you don't have a TBR, what you have been reading, since it's late in the month anyway, and by the time I get this up, it will probably be September. Bye-bye.
T26